Hello, Pratik.
Hello. Hi, Laura.
Nice to meet you again. And thank you for joining me for this short discussion about AlphaQuark, yourself, and our collaboration to help investors and investment advisors make better decisions. So to start with, if you could tell us a bit about AlphaQuark and about the main challenges that RIAs and RIAs, registered investment advisors and research analysts face in India.
Sure. So let me first start with AlphaQuark. AlphaQuark is a full stack platform for SEBI-registered investment advisors as well as SEBI-registered research analysts. Now, in India, there are two categories of SEBI-registered entities. One category is called investment advisors, who are the registered investment advisors or RIAs, as people would normally know. And there is also RA, which is the research analyst. Now, the main difference between them is that research analysts provide research recommendations. They don't personalize it according to the user, but the investment advisors can personalize things according to the user.
Okay.
That's basically the difference. Now, AlphaQuark caters to both categories. In future, we may also cater to mutual fund category, but right now we are mainly catering to the equity-based or derivative-based advisory category. Right now, from their perspective, they have got multiple challenges. First of all, when they are getting started, it is very difficult to, take the compliance burden. There are a lot of compliance burden. For example, somebody has to do a important terms and conditions signing before taking the payment, right? Then they will have to ensure that PAN validation is done. There is a unique identifier in India, which is PAN. That validation has to be done by the RA before they take in the customer. So there are a lot of compliance burdens which are actually there, which we first of all ease, right? Second thing is that, let's say if somebody is trying to scale their offering, if they are trying to go from 50 clients to 500 clients or from 500 clients to 5,000 clients, it may be very difficult for somebody to uh, scale that, right? Because there are a lot of compliances, there are a lot of record keeping, there is a lot of scaling that needs to be done, a lot of hand holding for the client that needs to happen. That is where we basically come in. We help the RAs first of all get started with a very easy onboarding process. Second of all, we also help them with their compliances. Third thing is that we also help them with providing recommendations to their clients on time in a very digital friendly way. Basically, we have our app through which the clients can actually receive notifications, and the app can be customized for the person. Basically, not just customized, but it can also be white labeled. Basically, let's say somebody does not want to build a customized app, they just want to have a very simple app just to get started. So it can also be to some extent white labeled for that person, and their customers will only see their data, the data of the RA, right? So that is
Okay.
kind of a full stack offering that we provide, right? In terms of technology, if you look at RAs or RIAs, they normally use Excel and they try to communicate over WhatsApp. And even in terms of portfolio rebalancing, let's say somebody is trying to do a portfolio rebalance, it is very, very difficult because let's say you are talking about 10, 15 stocks. And you are saying that out of the 10 stocks, you exit three and you enter these three stocks, right? So manually doing that, calculating it for the clients, helping the clients actually takes a lot of time, which means that you cannot scale beyond 50 clients if you are trying to do any kind of manual rebalancing. That is where we again come in and we say that, we have got the complete rebalancing technology, wherein the customers will directly come to the app or to the portal and they
Mhm.
will be able to see how the portfolio rebalancing would look like for their specific portfolio.
Okay. So the advisor will provide the advice, of course, and then you provide all this technology around it that it helps them, make their life easier, saving time, scaling their advice, connecting easier with their own clients through a mobile app and so on. So uh, I guess there may be other platforms similar in India. How is yours different? How is AlphaQuark different? And how you position it for attracting new advisors on your platform?
Right. So first of all, I'd say that we take the full stack approach basically for any advisor. Let's say if somebody is coming in, they are not just coming in for compliance, or they are not coming in for just model portfolio, or they are not coming in just to send advices or for the app, right? We provide the complete infrastructure. Uh, there are other players basically who provide, let's say, just the compliance infrastructure or just the model portfolio infrastructure basically, or just model portfolio and compliance infrastructure. But we are the full stack basically. We say that, okay, you want to send derivatives advice, you can do it through us. If you want to send commodity based advice, you can do it through us. If you don't want to send model portfolio, that is also fine, you can send individual recommendations. So whatever is the kind of technology that the advisors may require, and whatever workflows that they are comfortable with, we work with that workflow. We do not say that you have to follow this workflow.
Okay. And as far as I know, you also have an execution part. You integrate with brokers to help advisors execute for their clients, correct?
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Exactly. So in fact, if the advisor has sent an advice and there is a model portfolio that is created, now the customer can directly link their broker account through the app, and they can directly go and place the transaction. Now, there are two categories of customers. One category who says that I am not comfortable connecting my broker. So we show them that this is what you need to do in your broker. Please tell us. Uh, please tell us that this is something that has to be, this is something that has to be done in your broker, and tell us that you have done this in your broker. If you have done it, then we will record that in our software. And there is another category of customer who directly does it in the broker. So we already fetch the data from the broker, and we record their holdings, we record their positions and all that, so that next time it becomes very seamless for them as well.
Yeah.
So we have both categories of customer, but
Yeah.
there is coexistence of
Yeah, true.
categories.
Need to cater for all no people, worried about maybe privacy or something. So okay, so
Correct. One
we started our discussion about the potential integration when we met in India last year, and we tested and we now integrated, and we have this LENSELL portfolio universe diagram and calculation of asset allocation from our application, which is now integrated in AlphaQuark. So can you maybe explain a bit how these tools will help your clients, your advisors on the platform make better decisions? Because that was the aim of integration.
right. So in terms of Lensell's offering, right, the way the model portfolio can be operated, or the way the allocation has to be provided, that is something that advisors who are operating, especially on the HNI segment, will find useful, right? Because at this point, let's say people rely on the basic rule. I have identified 10 stocks. Let's give equal allocation across the stocks, right? But that does not work for sophisticated clients who want some quantitative rigor in terms of portfolio balancing or portfolio weights, right? Now, with respect to Lensell, the portfolio universe that gets created uh, is a very interesting way. So it upgrades the advisor from a gut feel based approach to a data driven decision based approach, right? So the optimal allocation, it actually suggests what kind of optimal allocation should be done based on correlations, volatilities, and expected returns. And it's not a black box. The advisors can actually see the logic. They can adjust based on their views, basically. And they can ultimately take a very calculated decision in terms of whether I want to allocate 5% on this stock, or 6%, or 9%, right?
Yeah.
So this portfolio construction, or the portfolio approach basically, that takes at least 3-4 hours for somebody to understand, will now take very less time, like let's say 2 minutes for Lensell's optimization to calculate and tell it to the advisor. And people who are especially on the on large portfolio segment will actually take a lot of value out of this.
Yeah. So that was our aim as well, to help them, advisors save time, try more scenarios, pick whatever they feel, is good for their own clients, target whatever risk return goal they want to optimize for, and so on. So yes, we hope it will help them save a lot of time in their work. Now, maybe if you can say a few words about advisors who may be new to this quant-driven approach, so how they can start using your platform and how they benefit.
Right. So, I mean, most of the RAs or RIAs are not into quant, right? Quant takes a lot of time to build, a lot of time to expose. It's not just creating one algo, but it's also a lot of maintenance of algos,
Oh,
basically. A lot of things on how it is operating versus not operating, right? Now, when people think about algos, they just think that it's about some derivative trades which are basically happening, or some very short term or high frequency trades which are
yeah.
happening. But I think algos have also matured into investing universe, basically, wherein people are taking more quant driven approach even for investing. It is not just technicals, but it's quantamentals, or basically technicals plus fundamentals, which are basically coming into play in terms of quant. So at this point, we are not directly offering the quant as a platform, but we are in process of helping advisors to build quant-based portfolios. And if somebody is looking for a quant-based portfolio management or portfolio rebalancing, that is something that we work with people and we provide them as a off the stack solution, basically. Right. And sometimes we also can do a quant-based algo build if that is something that people are looking for.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, so we discussed about the integration of, calculating the optimal portfolio allocation and the visualization of a portfolio universe into AlphaQuark. And we also, for our audience, we also work on bringing some of the Indian portfolios, baskets, model portfolios to our global marketplace on LENSELL, where they will be made visible and available to NRIs, non-resident Indian users from Australia or from around the world. So why do you think this, partnership? Of course, we work on it, and why do you think it's so important at this stage?
Yes, so definitely you are talking about the NRIs also, right? The
Yeah,
NRIs who are
NRIs and yeah, model portfolios for NRIs.
correct, correct. So actually, when you think about NRIs, the options in front of them are not a lot, basically. I mean, they have options in terms of, let's say, mutual fund, or in terms of AIF. They might be investing in AIFs, they might be investing in mutual funds. But if somebody just wants to get started, they don't want to put their capital in some other account. They just want to keep their account for themselves, right? They have their own brokerage account and they just want to try out things in their brokerage account. The money is completely in their control, right?
Yeah,
So for that, they have some options, like they can create a brokerage account and they can actually start investing in them. But again, the partnership in terms of partnering with the investment advisor or with a research analyst who can actually help them curate their portfolio, or who can actually tell them that these are the kind of portfolios that are available, you can come and choose from this portfolio. That kind of exposure is there to some extent, but it's not completely seamless for the NRI. They don't know whom to talk to, they don't know who are the good advisors, basically, and they might end up not even creating a stock portfolio. They might just go for a mutual fund portfolio. While in case of a stock portfolio, there can be a higher yield or return that could be possible, right?
mhm,
So that is something that we can actually enable, because we have got good advisors who can actually come into the marketplace and offer their portfolios. And NRIs, by the virtue of the partnership with LENSELL, they can actually understand that what are the kind of portfolios which are available from multiple advisors. They can go and subscribe to a couple of them, right?
yeah,
So that can help them to some extent diversify into stocks, and they do not have to do it in one portfolio. They can actually do it across multiple portfolios. So that is where I think Lensel can actually bring in a lot of value in terms of providing multiple options, and there could be people who can come and choose among those multiple options.
yeah. So again, as a bit of maybe context for audience, the global marketplace that we have, it's new, has started, but we already have services and products from professional investment advisors, different countries, including from India. And we will add these model portfolios and or baskets, as people know them, maybe in India, making them available to international investors who are non-resident and they want to maybe invest back in India. And as you said, they don't know where to start, who to ask, how to go about. Maybe they don't have a PAN number or they don't know how to get one if they can get one. So many questions they can go to those professionals to ask how to get started, and also through these model portfolios they can get access to a wide range of equity-based baskets, smaller, larger, more volatile, less volatile. So they could choose, pick and choose what works best for them. So that's the aim of our marketplace, and of course through this collaboration we get this window to Indian portfolios. So just to close our discussion, looking ahead, how do you see this strategic integration and our collaboration and focus on the NRI market for the future growth of AlphaQuark? How do you see this fitting into your own plans to grow your own platform, as well as us growing our platform and together collaborating?
Definitely. So I think first of all, the important thing is that there are two things, right? One is on the technology side, and second is on the side of customers, right? How do we create value for the customer, right? So first of all, from the advisory side, we are creating good value by providing them the LENSELL's portfolio optimization, which can help people to really understand the portfolio, right? On the other hand, let's say from the perspective of the marketplace or the NRI marketplace, right? So advisors can again gain a lot of value in terms of getting access to good customers, and customers in turn will also get good value by leveraging the technology of AlphaQuark, as well as by leveraging the good advisors that come in through AlphaQuark, right? So they can actually get the good advisors or the good RAs who are coming in, providing them solid advice in terms of portfolio rebalancing. They can subscribe to those portfolios, and that can give them a lot of value in terms of uh, getting the right access, getting the right set of customers, getting the right set of professionals who are really helping them to grow their portfolio, right?
Yeah.
And also to diversify their assets basically into asset classes like stocks instead of just the mutual funds.
Yeah, true.
So, and in terms of growth, I think that is also going to create a good amount of growth for AlphaQuark as well as LENSELL, because there will be good number of advisors that will basically come into the platform. Good number of users coming in once again will help the advisors gain more confidence as well. So it's going to be a very good strategic collaboration.
Excellent. Looking forward to it. Thank you very much again for your time and to discuss a bit about your offering. And we will have details of a platform and of course of the portfolios from the marketplace for people wanting to get in touch with you, or for advisors investors or advisors wanting to get in touch with you. We'll have the information in the video description. And yeah, thank you for your time and looking forward to this collaboration for a long time.
Definitely, Laura. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking out the time.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.